Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another scene of Living World of Darkness Mage venue. And today we start the scene as Ava is feeling like loads better. Like she still has a bit of a headache, but it's all fairly easily to remedy with a few aspirins and that. Um, she is, however, a bit worried about especially Elijah. Julie had been healed pretty well by Lee, but Elijah had healed himself and he didn't look very well last night. So she is going to make a tray in the kitchen and just going to make like tea and probably just a light sandwich or something, a cracker, an apple. Just gonna basically make sure that he has uh, enough liquids and nutrition. Yeah, might run into Nausicaa there. I don't know, or not yet. Whatever you want.
Yeah, for the sake of scenage, Nausicaa will come out of her room, and Alva actually sees that. She just kind of steps out and is basically just kind of like walking to the common area, and then sees Alva like preparing stuff in the kitchen, and stops and walks towards her, and just kind of stands in front of her.
Okay.
Hello, Alva. Who are you preparing food for?
Elijah.
How is he doing?
I don't know yet. I figured I'd bring something over to his room, like.
I will come with you and see him.
Okay, sure.
Nausicaa
In
just
that
nods.
case, could you carry the tea because the tray is kind of full.
Of course. And
Cool,
Nausicaa will
thank you.
pick it up.
Yep. And the two of them will walk over to Elijah's room, and Ava will kind of balance the tray on one hand, and with the other one will knock on the door. And then kind of
And
opening it. Just slightly.
yeah, she'll probably hear a grunt coming from the room. And yeah,
Elijah?
yes,
Can we come in? It's Ava and Nausicaa. We brought food and tea.
yes, yep.
Ava will shoot a worried glance towards Nausicaa before opening the door further and, yeah, walking in.
Yeah, Nausicaa walks in, stands there with her hands behind her back, looking at Elijah. I'm glad you didn't die in the night. I
How are
read
you
that that's the
feeling?
worst time.
Uh, it's okay. It only hurts when I breathe.
Can't you, as Ava is kind of putting down the tray and probably direct Nausicaa into like pouring a cup of tea from the pot. Can't you just use that same thing again?
He's gonna point out to one of the syringe, an empty one.
Mm-hmm.
I I tried, but it seems that maybe my DNA sample wasn't uh good enough.
Oh,
So right now I don't really feel much like trying again for now.
is there anything we can do for you? Like, I don't know, painkillers or something?
Uh pain painkillers are good, but I don't wanna I don't want to lose my mind like Julie. I still need to work.
Nausicaa nods approvingly.
Ava nods as well, but more thoughtfully. Hmm.
Do you need medical equipment?
At
We could.
this point, I mean, my wound is not bleeding, it's not infected. And it is starting to heal, but at this point there's I don't think there's much that modern medicine is going to be able to do. I think I need to search a more magical mean. I believe I'm saying this. Magic.
Okay.
Yes, a more efficient way. Something that, well, would be ignoring the standard rules of science.
I do not
And
believe
biology.
you're ignoring them. You are simply maintaining a greater understanding of them. But that's by the by.
I mean, at this point, I think the set of painkillers, I think I would go for top-notch DNA samples from a lizard or from any creatures with a rejuvenating capacity in order for me to extrapolate and make probably a more potent serum. Probably shouldn't have duplicated too much. Probably lost part of a sample purity.
So you're out of vaccines?
No, but sometimes cloning cellular cells tends to, I guess, sometimes they can lower the quality, or maybe my my sample wasn't fresh enough. I don't know. This time it didn't work, or maybe the pain doesn't help me to concentrate enough to make it work.
Pain.
Do you have an insight, Ava?
I'm just thinking, because if I can influence people's minds with magic, maybe I can take a bit of the pain away by making your mind believe there's less pain. So you could try again.
As he takes a moment to think. I would have probably thought of shutting down my pain receptors, but it is true that a distracted mind that is not aware yet of the body being hurt generally doesn't feel pain until the moment the subject witness the wound and register the fact that it has been hurt, so that the brain can release alerts and endorphins. So theoretically that could work.
Well, would you like me to try?
Sure. I mean, I don't have anything better to do now.
Okay. Thing is, it's usually difficult for mages to get influenced. Could try, and then she looks at Nausicaa and just shuts up. Maybe not. Unless...
You are considering using hypnotism on him.
Yes.
I believe what I
Lowers-
just consent you should. One bad result does not mean the theory is not correct.
It would probably help in lowering his kind of natural defenses against mind magic. Would you be willing to try that, Elijah?
I
mean, I can try without it.
I mean, I guess at this point I'm open. I'm open to suggestions. Even well, unconventional ones.
Okay. And again, she kind of glances at Nausicaa, and she looks obviously nervous.
Nausicaa, for her part, looks. She's taken a step back, but her actual facial expression isn't really betraying anything.
I would need to grab a few things. I'll be right back then. And yeah, Ava will leave the room for a few minutes.
Nausicaa just kind of stands there with Elijah. I apologize for leaving the set before without notifying you. It wasn't very professional of me.
Well,
not Sept, Chantry. Sorry.
It's okay. We now know Nausicaa is a werewolf. Yeah. He looks at her. It's okay. Sometimes I kind of do feel like I want to get away. I understand. I mean, I think.
I was researching, and it seems likely that if your wound is not infected, you will probably survive this. You would have likely died in the night due to shock or nerve damage. But that is not the case.
He kind of chuckles a little bit, even if he starts to wince. Well, thankfully, I can say that your diagnosis is indeed, even if a little bit, well, less reassuring. I had come to the same conclusion, so I guess that.
Elijah. The truth is not always reassuring.
It depends. A lot of studies actually show that a positive state of mind can sometimes help some patients to get through and even sometimes do recovery. But yes,
Really?
no point in sugarcoating.
No, I think you're right. I have, in fact, read studies saying placebo effects are cognitive to recovery. And she'll go over to Elijah and pat him on the head. I'm sure you will be okay.
And Ava's standing in the door opening, and her mouth is open, like, what?
Ava is patting him like he's a puppy.
I think it's Nausicaa who's petting him and not
Fuck's sake,
Ava,
yeah,
but sure.
sorry. Apparently I haven't
mean-
slept much, and I need a mind
mean-
effect on me.
Uh-huh, sure.
Elijah, Elijah has many feelings on his face. A lot of it is confusion. And
Yeah.
Nausicaa
Probably-
looks insanely like it just looks so awkward and stupid.
yeah, but first I would estimate probably a 40 to 45% of blush on his face and 60% of confusion at this gesture.
Well, Ava looks pretty fucking confused standing there in the door opening, looking at this scenario playing out in front of her. She's like, the fuck?
He he coughed a little bit. I thought maybe in case we have people going on a uh, side adventure, maybe ants and other another insect tends to have very good guess at following trails. So probably something that could be done is for me to actually practice with different kind of insect, and if in case someone goes out, make them take an insect and have it leave a trail. That way, finding others if they disappear would actually probably be easier. As clearly he went back into work mode because that's how you cope with weirdness.
Nausicaa just says, "Don't you worry about that now. I've heard that everything is going to be okay. You should drink your drink." And passes him some tea.
Ava finally steps into the room like, okay, I have my stuff.
Oh, Ava,
Yes.
Elijah has said that we should reassure him into a positive state of mind, and we shouldn't remind him that he nearly died.
That's great. As she, in her mind, it kind of clicks like, oh, that's what she was trying to do.
And doing
Yeah.
it badly, she just brought that up again.
Yeah, we can definitely do that, but let's first see if we can actually do some healing. Right, Elijah?
Yes.
Good.
You see, everything is going to be okay. Ava is here to take away the crippling pain from the gunshot wound.
Oh, look at Nausicaa look like, really?
Nausicaa looks like she's content that she's helping.
And Ava will pat Nausicaa on his shoulders like, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work.
I will.
And she'll start basically unpacking the bag that she brought with her. She will place an incense burner. She will ask Nausicaa to actually put a CD in, like either the laptop or a CD player or whatever Elijah has in his room. And what else did I have? And yeah, no, that's basically it. And she will unpack her dream diary and the pen, which is like the feather pen that she got, the quill that she got as a birthday gift. She will carefully lay it next to each other on like Elijah's desk. And she'll start to light the incense, lower like the lights in the room. somewhat. And then we'll look at Elijah. Okay. I've done this twice now. One time was a very good success, and the other one not so much. So there's a 50% chance of this succeeding.
Indeed.
What I would like for you to do is try to be as open as you can towards this, because that would probably help. And then I want you to just lay still on your back. Actually, put your hands on your torso, like right underneath your ribs, and just kind of feel your breathing and slow it down as much as you can. And then start counting down from 30. As she will kind of cue Nausicaa to put the music on, which is like some new age hippie music.
Nausicaa will press the button, and Nausicaa is actually literally just like standing in the corner of the room, and looks like she's really concentrating on like not being hypnotized.
I mean, Elijah will follow the instruction, but definitely like as like the first part, he's like, okay, I put my hand on my ribs, I start to count, that makes sense. And then there's the new wave music, and then it's like, I have hideouts on this procedure.
I mean, for what it's worth, it's like really on the background. If it's too loud, she will lower it down.
No, I know, but it's just, you know, you cross the yes, this is a scientific method to
fair enough.
to new wave shit. We're moving.
I mean,
new
she
wave
also lights an
territory.
incense smoker. It's like, or an incense burner. Like she also has lit that on, so you also get like the waves of incense in your nostrils. And she starts basically talking. It says, "I want you to listen to my voice. Start to relax. Everything starts to feel heavy, and it's basically just starting to try to talk you into the trance." As she starts to like say that his breathing is slowing down, his body's becoming heavier, your eyes are heavy, your eyelids are heavy, your mind is slowly rising up from your body, and the question is, are you resisting or not?
I mean, he's not gonna try to resist. He's just feeling okay.
You're a
I
willing
want to
subject.
believe it.
Okay. I think that makes you a willing subject.
Yes.
Okay, so what's your int score? That will be my
4.
diff. Good. So I will roll my charisma hypnotism. I did have charisma, right? Yes. And that is.
I'm glad you have at least one dot in charisma.
It's 2 successes. So she manages to talk you into like this light trance. And she'll slowly kind of let her voice trill out, and just make a quick glance at Nausicaa. It's like, if anything goes wrong, you're here, and that you have no idea how relieved of that I am right now. And then she'll.
Nausicaa is pinching her face to make sure she doesn't fall under Arthur's evil spell.
Wow. And now I need to make a second roll with the difficulty of your willpower. So another charisma, hypnotism. What's your willpower diff?
Well, well, current or permanent? Because my current is 4, my permanent is 7.
It just
Well,
says willpower.
current. If it doesn't say permanent, I think it's off current.
Yeah, I would argue that would be current, honestly.
I would argue the same. So if we are all three in agree, then I will go with another diff 4. And just for the sake of because Ava is kind of frightened to mess it up, because this is the bit where it went wrong with Nausicaa. I am going to spend a willpower. Oh wait, I'm doing something wrong. Sorry. Do it like this. It's a good thing I did spend the willpower. Wow. So there's like a nervous ring through her voice. Starts to basically suggests to Elijah to lower his natural mental boundaries, to relax, to be at ease. Just kind of let everything that happens, just let it happen, let it go. Any influences on your mind are just natural. They're not there to hurt you. As she's just kind of talking about like how he should lower his mental defenses and stuff like that, and that way give like -1 difficulty on her. Yay. And I'm not quite sure if that means that I need to do the magic itself while he's hypnotized, but I'm just going to do that. As she, while she's doing this, she will take her dream diary and
Wouldn't you just use hypnotism as the focus?
I think so. I don't know if that. Yeah, I mean it is a tool, so yeah, fuck it, I'll just use that. Yeah, she'll just continues talking about how the pain can slowly like disappear from his mind. How it's just his mind trying to protect him, but it doesn't need that protection right now. It actually needs quite the opposite, for it to just simply forget that there is pain. That and I will roll my Arte then. 4 successes. You know what? Fuck it. I'll try to roll again and make this more of an extended roll. Would that add to the difficulty, by the way? Because I want to put some successes in duration.
Oh, sorry, let me go on extended roll. Because I know they're different to rituals.
Yeah.
I mean, you're making an extended roll, right?
Yeah.
You have, considering you're probably doing the 5-minute ritual, you have up to 5 successes, technically, that you can put in effect and duration. Outside of that, if the roll makes you go up to 6, the 6th one will be lost. So you have up to 5.
Oh, okay. So I can roll up to 5 successes.
Yeah, you can roll up to 5 successes, and then you can, spend them however you feel like, with duration and all.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long do you know actually, Damien? How long each roll? Like, is it 1 per like round, or is it 1 per minute, or 1 per hour? Do you know that?
No, technically, the last time I used the rituals, it was about, well, you roll until either you fuck up, or you fail, or you success.
Okay.
That was how it was ruled.
Well, I have 4 successes now on 3 rolls.
Yeah, which I think is more
mean,
than enough.
2 for the effect and 2 for the duration.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure,
I
yeah. That
I would say yes.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she just starts talking, and actually at some point switches into her native tongue, Swedish. As she keeps talking about how his mind should just simply forget about the pain for a while, and will then finally, after a few minutes of speaking, herp-a-derp-a-derp. She will stop and close her eyes for a moment, and I mean, if Nausicaa wants, she can. I mean, she pretty much can understand that Ava is basically doing her magic right now. And yeah, after she sits there for a moment, just eyes closed and kind of moving her mouth without really any words, she will open her eyes and then um, clap her hands and ground herself for a moment, just breathing in and out, and then is gonna start or talking Elijah back up from the trance. So she's like, your mind sinks back into your body. You can feel your body again. It can move. You can open your eyes and you continue your countdown. He's probably stopped somewhere around somewhere in like 20s or 90s or something, 90 or something. And as soon as you reach 1, you are out of the trance and you're back with us again.
I'm sorry. I don't think it worked. As he kind of looks around. I mean, I counted.
Mm-hmm.
As he makes a pause and start to stretch his arm. Huh.
Actually, what I should have done, I just realized this now. I'm so sorry. Because what Duncan said is that I give you a -1 on your wound penalty per success.
Mm-hmm.
So I already said that I would put 2 into duration. So
Mm-hmm.
you have a -2 on your wound penalties.
Nice.
Yeah, but so since that technically I have -2 because of wounded, then
Mm-hmm.
yes.
You do not have any wound penalties right now.
Yes.
That's really badass.
Yeah.
I like not feeling pain. Not feeling pain is amazing.
Used to play an ecstatic.
Well, yeah, I used to play an ecstatic, but now I'm not. Not an ecstatic anymore. I left life behind.
So yeah, Ava will kind of nod. She says, "I'm sure it didn't work. How's your pain?"
As he kind of touched the bandage.
There's still a wound there.
I do feel the wound, but so indeed the pain receptors can be technically shut down by mind. By mind suggestion. That is actually interesting and could potentially be interesting. I would definitely probably require your services if we need to make a more potent operation on some of our friends in case they encounter a more dramatic dilemma.
Sure. Of course.
As
I'm already happy that it worked.
yes, sorry. Thank you.
No, don't need to thank me. Just be careful. And I'm not sure how long this lasts.
Mm,
And you have to be
right.
careful with yourself because just because you don't feel any pain. I mean, you know that. Of course, you know that.
As he he starts he starts to take a pen and start to write down notes furiously. So if I add more sample of my DNA and add this sample, I could be able to do more. Yes. Oh, yes, yes. Should definitely work. Definitely work. And he starts to he starts to gather uh to gather his material. If you'll excuse me, I need to test something in the lab.
Sure, if you don't mind that I'm cleaning up my things here.
Oh, no problem. Uh, no problem. I as a he he just looks around. He just looks around, but he remembers that as a but yeah, he doesn't let things lie around his room. So there's not really things to be ashamed of in his room. So he just yes, he nods, and he just run down the stairs.
Be careful! Tava shouting after him, then kind of looks at Nausicaa. Could you please make sure that he doesn't run from the stairs? Like if his wounds rip open again, I do not want to be responsible for that.
Killed by falling under the stairs.
She kind of watches him go. I suppose I can go keep an eye on him.
Yes, please.
This was very good. Well done. I believe it was important for you as well as Elijah, though. I feel that you've had
Perhaps.
misgivings about your use of hypnotism on me before.
I mean, yeah. It's still something that is very new, so
And the
when
more
you...
you do it, the better you will get.
I know. Thank you, Nausicaa. That does mean a lot.
In what way?
You saying that. I mean, if anyone should be skeptic about it, especially with what happened, it should be you.
I have personal reservations, but a good scientist ignores the personal. I will go check on Elijah. And
Okay.
she'll nod to Ava and walk out after him. Yeah.
Then Dava starts cleaning up things. Um, turn off the CD and then put out like the incense and everything. Do you want to end it there, or do you first want to roll your healing, Damien?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I tried to continue, but it's okay. I took two wounds out as Elijah is working in his laboratory near Tasha's computers. It just you can hear yes, yes, works coming from down the stairs, probably followed by shut up.
Nausicaa, comes back and pokes her head around the door. I believe that Elijah has successfully mixed a new serum.
That's good to hear. Well, I'm going to find another aspirin. And yeah,
How are you feeling?
I'm fine. Just headache. That's it.
I'm also glad that you didn't succumb to your wounds during the night. Sometimes concussion can have bleeding on the brain.
I'm sure if that would have been there, Lee would have stopped it. I mean,
maybe, but he may not have noticed. You may have just died quietly in your sleep. But I'm glad you didn't.
if that would have been the case, at least I wouldn't have noticed until it was too late.
That is true.
She says that kind of like practical, but it's kind of obvious that she is not very comfortable with this this topic of conversation.
You can tell from Nausicaa's demeanor that she thinks she's being helpful and reassuring.
She'll just leave it at that for now. Like, she'll maybe go into another talk with Nausicaa regarding, like, maybe you shouldn't point out to people how they can die later, but you'll do that later.
Nausicaa goes back to her room, and inside she smiles at herself, thoroughly convinced that she has now mastered the social arts.
Aww.
And yeah, well done.
Yeah, I think we can end the scene there. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This was another scene of Living World of Darkness, the Mage game, and we will see you all soon, hopefully with a little less wounded. Bye.